Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently not very interested in the remainder of Jampur's war here. We're just going to sit back and not really participate in it. We already got a little bit of territory out of it, one province in Baluchistan. So that is, not ideal, but we're going to head on over this direction. I've ordered some movements for our troops here, and we can certainly use a government interaction. Are we interested in efficient tax farming? For 114 gold from subjects, that's interesting. Alternatively, we could get manpower from subjects. Core creation cost reduction is probably not that major. I think we're still interested in efficient tax farming right now. So we'll take that for the moment. And I do want to consider building additional buildings. Just not these buildings. Probably ends up being manufactories. There are some decently valuable ones, but many of them require technologies that we don't yet have. So we're just going to build here in Bukhara for plus 0.42. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that's absolutely acceptable. We'll get that going. And we've got a core finishing up here. We do have rebels brewing up. Khorasani separatists. Where are these again? Out over here? Okay, these guys are going to be kind of close. Do we have anywhere that has decent supply out here? Yes, we do. We can head up over here. That'll do for now. We can also make a state down this direction, which we will be delighted to do. We'll get all three of those made into full cores. Perfect. So the idea here is we're going to declare on Fars, right? They are currently Miltech 14 and Delhi's Miltech 13. But we should have a numerical advantage there that's reasonable. I would like to bring us up to Miltech 14 ourselves. How are we doing for our force limit? We are at the force limit. Okay, noted. So that is absolutely fine for right now. How much are we paying to reinforce at this moment? 1.58? Okay. That is, of course, due to our attrition that we're taking as we move. So that's fine. We did just get a bountiful harvest, so that got us some additional ducats, which means that very soon we're going to be able to build a second manufactory. And that's very good. Getting that ball rolling will be phenomenal. So we're very, very happy about that. 471, I think, was 486 that we need. So it'll be a couple more month ticks here. That's reasonably fine. Now, this war should be over very, very soon. I think. Did Jampur get stack wiped? No, they have 37k. They're just chilling down over here, I guess. Fascinating. I don't know why they're not doing anything about any of this situation over here, but whatever. Transoxania's opinion of Persia goes up by 10. Sure. The question is, when is this rebel uprising going to occur, right? That is a big question. We can also get ourselves an agenda here. We can't actually seize back any territory until November, but that's okay. We can definitely gain some estate loyalty. A mosque in Isfahan for a base tax. Any manufactory in Bukhara. Are we not already building one there? We are. Okay, so we're just going to take a manufacturing in Bukhara. Absolutely. We are literally already building that. So that is phenomenal. We're very happy about that. And next would be Kanjikala up here, would be where we would next invest. So that looks good. It is currently winter, and that means that we are taking a little bit of attrition here. We could just park in Herat, and that would actually be safer. So we'll do that for now, so that we don't take that further attrition. And the question now is, when is... Actually, where are these guys located at? Are they up here? Hang on, where are these? Up over here. I gotcha. So it's mostly over in this area that we're looking at having some unrest. Our war exhaustion is not going down right now because, of course, we're at war. So that's to be expected. We're watching these guys wander on over here. I'm assuming Bengal is not going to be interested in this war for much longer. War enthusiasm is at 0. It just dropped from like 8 to 0. Okay. We would like it to drop a little further. We'll see how that ends up going. For now, of course, we're not participating. Ottomans canceled the right to military access they were given by us. Okay, I don't know why, because we have an alliance. Ottomans are actually currently hostile to us. We're still allied with them. What are they upset about? They want our and our subjects' provinces. Well, that's not great. Russia's at minus 200 because they want our subjects' provinces as well. Okay, so Russia's currently busy. We're going to improve relations with them. But the bigger thing here is that we need to improve relations with the Ottomans. We do have royal ties with them. They're upset at us for specifically some of this stuff over here that we took from the Timurids, I think. Hopefully we can smooth that over and they'll no longer be interested. They're currently fighting Austria and like all of Europe. Well, Spain and all of Spain's colonies, Portugal and all of Portugal's colonies, Britain. Okay, I'm a little surprised they didn't call us into this. They're the attacker against Austria in the War of the Protestant League. I mean, they're actually kind of winning that. So, I mean, good for them. They're at +3, though. So, we'll see how that ends up going. That'll keep them busy for a while. And they're not going to be interested in opening up any other fronts over here until that's over. So, once that war is over, then we have potential problems. I wonder about getting a friendship with somebody like France. It's very far away. We'd be much better off with Russia. So we'll see how that ends up going on. Okay, Manchu rivaled us. Interesting. And we have some separatists up over here. We'll go deal with those separatists. That is step 1 here. So off we go. And we may as well get these guys drilling, I think. It'll be a little bit before this war is over. Although these sieges are going nicely. They're at decent percentage odds for all of them. Okay. So that war is over. Bengal just peaced out. Perfect. Now Jaunpur is going to peace out here in just a moment. And yep, there we go. We are out of that war. So that's phenomenal. Next up, we've got these guys right here. Okay, so we're going to have to leave behind this unit to cap back. And we're just going to walk up and fight these guys and hope that we get there in time. Local unrest +10. I mean, that's not great, but no guy is asking us to give them 85 gold in exchange for favors. Actually, we don't accept that. However, we should go down to Baluchistan and improve relations with them. So we're improving relations with a lot of people right now. There's no doubt about that. Okay, we did indeed get here in time. That's perfect. So that's absolutely great. I would like to vassalize both Persia and Fars. And we'll see what ends up happening with that. We're definitely potentially running into some Ottoman issues soon enough. For now, we're going to head down to Moghustan, I think. And we should absolutely be getting our next mill tech. No doubt about that. So we need our next admin tech, which is going to be 2% production efficiency. Okay, that's decent. We'll definitely take that. How is colonialism doing on spreading in? Or rather, printing press, I mean. Printing press is a very long way away. Okay. So we absolutely do need to be working on Miltech 14. Ottomans are currently 13, so that's a good sign. We can definitely seize land here, which we will do. There we go. And we do have more rebels brewing up here, Baluchistani and Hasalis, so they're going to be down in this area, right? And that's reasonably fine. For now, no major issue there. We're losing our great power status. So the reason that we're losing our great power status is presumably because Poland embraced an institution. We would be in position 7 if... Actually, we would be, yeah, position 7 if we had all of the current institutions embraced. So we'd actually be kind of close to Austria in terms of that power level. We're still significantly below the Ottomans. Significantly below them. So we really, really don't want the Ottomans to be upset at us. That aggressive expansion is going to continue to go away with Ottomans. But we're just going to wait a bit on these rebellions, I think. They're going to happen fairly soon. We can declare on Persia anytime we want. As a curiosity, we own their core provinces. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I would like to vassalize Persia. We do actually have a CB on them. And they have no allies whatsoever. So we could pull back this guy here. And then we would move these guys up over here for now. We could ask the Ottomans for access or just grant them access. They're not currently accepted because they have a hostile attitude towards us. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, to be sure. They want our and our subjects' provinces, and there's that aggressive expansion malice there still. So that'll eventually go away, but that'll take time. I'm a little concerned about our diplomatic position with the Ottomans right now. Favors for soldiers from Jaunpur. I accept that. I'm not planning on calling Jaunpur into anything anytime soon aggressively. Defensively, maybe. Okay, we're just going to come around over here and take these guys out. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna get some... We're gonna get some separatism there, but it's not the end of the world. Royal marriage offer from Jaunpur. We absolutely accept that. We want to solidify relations there. Perfect. So our next priority is absolutely to, A, remain a great power, and expansion out over here would help that. We're not going to be able to further expand out this direction, right, because of the Ottomans. So we just need to maintain the Ottoman situation here. They're about to max out their opinion. Move more towards legalism or mysticism. Which way do we want to be going right now? We are at 8 corruption, so I think we still want to be over towards legalism at this moment. That seems reasonably fine. Okay. Our relations with the Ottomans are at the max, but we're going to maintain our relations there. Now, we're going to pop down over here and eliminate that rebellion quick. There we go. And I want to get Persia under our control here. That would be the ideal scenario. The real question is, how's this Ottoman war going? They're at plus 5%. That is moving very slowly, though. They have to win a lot in order to handle that. They're, of course, at 0 manpower. So they have absolutely no interest at all in opening up a front on this side at this time. They will later. They absolutely will later. So, I want to make sure we're heading back over here. We're going to attack Persia basically right now. So we declare war on Persia while the Ottomans are occupied. Then we're going to head up over here. We're going to head in over this way, but we don't have access through Fars at this moment. And Fars is unlikely to give us access, right? So actually they would give it to us, remarkably. Because they're rivaled to Persia. Okay. So that sounds good. We're going to head in down over here. National manpower modifier is very, very good for us. We can lose a little bit of prestige here. We were actually at a lot of prestige. So that's absolutely fine for the moment. Base production in Herat, Moghazdan, Karlpak, and Qom. That's pretty good. The unrest would be painful in the short term. But long term, this would be phenomenal. And we're going to do that. Okay. So that's great. They're heading up over this way, which is expected, and we're going to head up here ourselves. We're just taking over this area in Persia. Would the Ottomans give us access? No, they have 34 reasons not to, and that's primarily due to that hostile opinion. So we'll see what they can end up bringing that to. Okay, so we're going to head up over here, hit their capital. This force is going to chase down their army. I just don't want to let them have free reign up over here. So this is reasonably fine for the moment. And where are they going? They're going over here? Okay, noted. So it looks like they're heading for Samarkand. And that's okay. We're fine with them doing that. They're heading to just beyond Samarkand, actually. Okay, yeah, we're completely okay with that. We really don't want the Ottomans to break their alliance with us right now. The aggressive expansion has improved, and that declared war on neighbor is going to get significantly better, but it's going to get a little worse first. Okay, so we won a battle up over here. We stack wiped their 6K stack. They're currently going down here with their leader stack, so that's okay. This is actually a bad maneuver by them. I don't know what they're doing there, but whatever. So we're going to really want to get Miltech 14 as soon as we can. We really, really do want to progress here. We're not going to grab expanded supply trains yet, as much as I would love to have that. We're not going to be getting it just yet. We need to get up to Miltech 14. So that is going to be absolutely vital for us. We are fighting them down over here. The siege of their capital is now over. And we're going to head up over this way. I would love to vassalize them. Unfortunately, that takes 108% war score. That is really unfortunate. Okay, I did not expect that it would take 108% war score to vassalize them. There are only 5 provinces. But I guess it's because of this one way out here and this one in the middle of Fars. They're just not close together, right? So I guess that makes sense. I do want to think about... Okay, Baluchistani separatists down over here. We can send this army to go deal with that. Because of the fort in Zaranj, that's not going to get separatism. That's reasonably fine for the moment. Let's just get this siege done. How's the Ottoman War going? They're still at 5%, so they're going to be at that for a while, it looks like. They've expanded out their military size, though. They have 1,000 manpower in reserve. We could trade some favors for trust here. And maybe that's not a bad idea. I'm not planning on calling the Ottomans into wars for a while. So let's trade some favors for trust. We're going to boost up that trust to 50 for right now. And that's absolutely great. So with that being the case, they're going to trust us a little bit more now, and hopefully they'll reevaluate this hostile attitude eventually. That would be a good thing. We'd be very, very happy about that. So we're just going to pop down here, eliminate these rebels for the time being. We do have a free advisor slot in our military advisor. Land force limit modifier sounds good. We'll take that for now. So that's going to put us up to 73 for our land force limit. Persia is offering us peace. We decline that peace. I'm not interested in it. So we're going to take back this territory down here, finish up our siege here. Now, we can't actually go hit Tabriz, although that's currently being sieged by rebels? Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So we can continue to trade favors for additional trust with the Ottomans, and I'm going to keep doing that. We just need to have 10 favors if we want to call them in, right? So I'm going to keep boosting that trust up. And hopefully Ottomans will no longer be hostile towards us. That would be good. We are losing our great power status, which is, of course, non-great. We'll just park these guys down in Moghestan for right now. Seems good for the moment. Okay, so Ottomans, we need to stay friends with you. Absolutely. You're going to have to just get over the fact that we have some of these provinces. So we can trade additional favors for trust here, and we will do that. We're currently at 31 favors, so that's fine. We owe the Ottomans a lot of favors, but we're just going to keep boosting up these trust levels. Excellent. Okay, so at this point, we can take a look at the peace situation with Persia. So, what do we want to get here? Ideally, we would make them our vassal, right? That is absolutely ideal. And I would end up giving them back calm, if that was the case. Unfortunately, that requires 106% war score, which is a lot. No doubt about that. This would require 27% war score here. And yeah, this would be quite a lot in terms of aggressive expansion, which isn't shocking, but it's the usual suspects. So we don't mind that. I really wish we could vassalize them. Wow. Okay. I'm a little surprised that we can't. I wonder what would happen if we got the extra war score here. It's going to be capped at 99% right now. Yeah, of course, the Ottomans wouldn't accept this. We really do need to get military access through them, but they're hostile towards us, which makes that very challenging. They are going up in manpower, or rather in number of troops here, but also going down. They're fighting pretty heavily, I think. So that's fine. I want to check in real quick here. +6. Okay. So we're going to be capped at 99% war score here. We're not going to be able to go any higher unless we control all of the losing side's provinces, which would include Tabriz, which we cannot get to because the Ottomans are being jerks at the moment, which is very rude of them. I'm going to continue to boost trust with the Ottomans for the moment. So we could actually bring this up. How many favors can we bring? If we want to still call them in, we can do 20 favors for 10 trust. There we go. So that brings us up to 70. They now think that we are highly trustworthy. So that is good. They do still desire our provinces. But they do think that we're trustworthy. So that's, you know, useful. Okay, Persia unconditionally surrenders. So, 106 to be our vassal. That is so sad. That is so, so sad. We could take 200 gold and then just this up here. We can't core these. And, of course, we would have to bring this down to here. Okay, so 168 gold. Yeah, it's not ideal at all. We'll do it. And then can we release this as a vassal nation? That would be great. Unfortunately, we need Diptech 23 to create a client state, but I believe there is another way to do it. Regardless, we'll need to core these. We'll just call it good for now. That's going to be very expensive to core. And we're going... That does give us a fort over here, I guess. That's reasonably fine. We're going to move on over this direction and get in position for our fight against Fars and Delhi. We want to do that as soon as we can while the Ottomans are occupied elsewhere. Okay, now they really want these provinces over here. Actually, they just recalculated that a bit. That's good. That's very good. Fars canceled the right to military access. That's not shocking. That is, in fact, fully expected. We do have a rebel uprising coming, and that's also in the category of not shocking. So we're just going to get all of that done. Our war exhaustion is ticking down right now. We have Yazdi separatists right up over here. We're going to go take care of them really quickly. Phenomenal. The real question is, how long until we get Miltech 14? About a year and a quarter or so. Okay, noted. So we're going to need additional admin power, of course, to get Tehran cored. That will be important. And we're also eventually going to be able to claim Timur's legacy, but we don't have that just yet. That would change us over to the Timurids, and I'm not sure if we want to do that even. I'd have to consider it. For now, I'm not 100% certain that we do want to do that. So we're getting these equipment manufactories finished up here. We can certainly consider expanding our military size, and I think that's a really good idea right now. We are about to go up in our combat width with our next Miltech. So I think what we should do right now is bring these up to 25. Like so. And then from there, that's going to put us up by 4, right? So that'll put us at 70 out of 77. We can go by 7 more. So really, it would be like 3 cannon. So 3 cannon here and 3 cannon here. Is this war over? Confirmed. This war is indeed over. Okay. So clearly we need another relatively powerful ally or somebody to turn the Ottomans' ire on, right? We don't want the Ottomans to break their alliance with us. That would be very bad. So we'll see when that ends up happening. Hopefully just bringing the trust up will help a lot. They feel that we're highly trustworthy right now. So that'll be good. And yes, they absolutely can manage without us. We're not going to ask the Ottomans to prepare for war right now. Okay. Gazamuk just made claims on us. And the Ottomans are breaking their alliance. So minus 981 due to the hostile attitude towards Transoxania. Okay. Well, that's going to be kinda grim. We clearly need to find other friends that can help us stand up to the Ottomans. And this is the way this was always going to go, right? We're always going to need to find a way to defeat the Ottomans. Now, they have a lot of soldiers. They don't have a lot of manpower right now. So that's certainly noted. We're on par with them in terms of Miltech, and we're about to exceed them in terms of Miltech. When do we think they're going to break the alliance? It doesn't say in the tooltip. It'll just be soon. Okay. Well, maybe if they end up reevaluating their hostile attitude towards us, that would solve it right there. They would actually like our alliance if they just weren't hostile. So, if that reevaluates, great. If not, we need a backup plan. So what would the backup plan be? I mean, Jaunpur is a good ally for us. No doubt about that. Our other allies are... well, that's it. Just us, Jaunpur, and Ottomans. Russia would be a potential option there, but they are very angry at us because they want some territory over here. So, we'd potentially have to look over at, like, Bamanis. Bamanis is not super powerful. They're not currently accept an alliance. Mostly because of the alliance with Bengal. Okay, noted. Well, we're going to have to shop around a bit. We'll see how that ends up going. For now, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll see what the Ottomans decide to do here. It could get spicy. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.